Okay, so we do this setup starting with tapping on the karate chop point below the bottom line at the base of the pinky. So here we go. We'll just do this during the setup. Even though I'm so thrown off when they want something from me, or they're upset with me for not giving them what they want, I love myself. I'm taking care of myself. And I fully accept that this is hard for me. Even though I'm still thrown off when they want something from me and really believe I should give it to them. I'm here for myself and them. I love myself. I accept myself. Even though I so wish I didn't get so sucked into what they want from me. I'm committed to myself. Right now, I love and accept myself. Okay, we start at the crown with the negatives. Reminder that you're always welcome to do two hand tapping if that feels good to you. And on the crown, you can do flat palm tapping. This burden of feeling I must take care of them. Inner eyebrow. This shadow side of really wanting to show up for the people I care about. Breathe as you tap. Feel the soft belly breaths, or if the belly's contracted, just watch it soften as you go. Let's go to the outer eye. I do like my genuine desire to show up and be responsible. Directly under the eye, upper cheekbone. And I do not like when that feels so dense and heavy and hard and oppressive. Under the nose, and you can always sort of stiffen the skin there to make it a nicer tap. I really hate the head stuff where I flop back and forth between thinking I should help and thinking I should have more boundaries. Or seeing that I care about them and seeing that caring for myself means not now or not this. Chin point. I really hate how I keep carrying them around after I've made a decision. Second guessing my decision. Worrying about what they're feeling about my decision. Under the clavicle round, just below it. I would like to be 100% clear that they're responsible for how they feel. Even how they feel about my yes or no to them, or my level of engagement that may not be the level they want from me. And I don't have that clarity yet. Okay, side of the ribs, or what's called the bra strap point, taking from the base of the armpit a hand's width, and then tapping on the side of the ribs there. I really don't like it when I turn all this against myself, when I make myself wrong, when I can't find the inner boundaries, so I give myself a horrible experience of mulling it over. I really don't like giving myself a horrible experience in the name of being responsible, in the name of looking out for others. Okay, let's go back to the crown and start reaching for better feeling thoughts. Right now, I acknowledge that they are not my responsibility. Right now, I breathe my discomfort just thinking that or saying that. Inner eyebrow. I could die and they would make their way without me. Outer eye. So maybe I could still be alive and not engaging, and they could make their way without me. Under the eye. I have had moments of clarity that I'm not doing them any good when I'm participating, not really wanting to. Under the nose. I actually understand that resentment tells me I'm not in my sweet spot yet. And I'm not doing them the most good. Chin point. I'd like to stop judging any resentment I bump into. I'd like to treat it as a temple bell that just calls me back to noticing. Under the clavicle round. I'd like to see the second guessing as a temple bell too. I'm not trusting I can put it down when my mind won't let go. Side of the ribs. I've actually experienced before the relief of putting something down that's about someone else. And please think of the time that you've done that, or times. Crown. I'm willing to be with my second guessing mind. And I think I can be with it more effectively. Inner eyebrow. Just right now, I acknowledge my right to say no to anyone. And everybody has that right, so I have that right. Outer eye. Just right now, I acknowledge that just because somebody really wants it from me, that doesn't make it true that I'm their right helper. Under the eye, upper cheekbone. In fact, that could be my cue that they need to connect to their greater guidance system, their greater support system. Okay, under the nose. It really feels good when I know I'm there for someone and they want me there and I'm doing some good. I love that. Chin point. And I'd like to notice when that's not what's happening. And I'd like to have my full permission to get out. Under the clavicle round, I want to be more self-referential. I want to check in with me to know whether I'm the right one right now or not. Side of the ribs. I want to get good at that check-in. I want to trust that check-in. I want to take care of myself so I'm taking care of others from a good place. Crown. Just right now, I take in and acknowledge that I am not always the right helper. I am not always in the aligned place. Inner eyebrow. I want to value my alignment. I want how I feel to be important to me. Outer eye. Right now, I really take in that it's only when I'm aligned that I'm of use to others for real. Under the eye. I want to have my full permission to categorically say no to certain people, certain groups, certain callers or door knockers. I get to decide. Under the nose. I would like to have my full permission to say no to certain topics, or certain topics with specific people. Chin point. I want to redefine what my responsibility is. I am responsible when I say no because no is the right answer. Under the clavicle. I'm responsible when I have a boundary because I know that topic with you will take me down the rabbit hole. Side of the ribs. I want to be bold, risking disappointing someone, risking their bad opinion of me, risking their accusations or puppy dog eyes or whatever they do. That's not mine. Crown. I want to redefine certain groups and what they mean to me. I can redefine family and what family means about what I owe others. Inner eyebrow. Right now, what do I want to redefine? And so really answer for yourself or see what wants to come in. Friendships, community service, levels of engagement. You don't have to figure out the redefining right now, but as you tap, name what you'd like to redefine. Outer eye. True responsibility is being fully responsible for myself, for how I feel, for my alignment. Under the eye. True responsibility is making clear agreements and fulfilling them. Under the nose. I'd like to call out, at least to myself, where I've made tacit agreements. It was never stated, but we all agree that this is how it's done. Right now, I emancipate from that. Chin point. Right now, I acknowledge that responsibility is also appropriate renegotiation. I can change agreements with people. Under the clavicle. Right now, I want to get more clear about the inner boundary. When they're not in the room, I don't need to keep talking to them. I release you to your life, and I release myself to mine. Side of the ribs. I release you to your feelings. You're equipped to process them. You're equipped to follow your guidance and get help. I don't need to manage your emotional well-being or growth. Crown. I release you to your disappointment. That is not mine to manage. I might need to manage my discomfort with disappointing you. That's mine. But your disappointment is yours, and right now, I give it back to you. And right now, I come back to the present moment to see what's mine to take care of. And I'm willing to say the truth back to whatever my mind tries to assert. Because I know the mind will assert again that something's wrong, or I should do more, or it's not okay that they aren't getting what they want. Maybe I am a bad person. I'm willing to talk back to that and tell myself truer things and tap it out again, because I get to be free of this. Now drop your hands down, one cupped inside the other, palms up on the lap, or some equivalent that feels better, and just breathe. See if you can, from top of head to hands to feet, just release every muscle not needed right now to be in this position. Feel and breathe the reverberations of the tapping. Feel your ground of being. Feel your physical connection to gravity. Ground, be here. Connect to the felt sense of the breath. Feel into the shift of the breath from the beginning of the practice to now. And just take a mental note so that when you open your eyes, you can make an actual note, if you want to, of anything that feels, ooh, I need to revisit that. It didn't go through smoothly. It created a physical response or an emotional response that wasn't just release. Anything that felt like resistance came up or you're not sure it's true, just write it down afterwards. So right now, first, just for yourself, looking down with very soft gaze, open your eyes, see peripheral vision too, and then sharpen and focus your gaze on your hands. And when you're ready, come up and we will look at this in the group.